Welcome to Bitrate Politics. Is Facebook starting a war on knowledge? Facebook is closing its doors to researchers in the wake of the Cambridge Analytica scandal. The latest casualty is the app NetViz, a research tool used by hundreds of academics to gather public Facebook data. The app has gathered more than 300 academic citations and has been used to produce studies on everything from Norwegian political party videos to public opinion about the London 2012 Olympic Games. But now this fruitful source of data has been shut down. More significantly, Facebook's actions sound a death knell for civic access to public Facebook data. Inevitably, all apps like NetViz will be wiped from the platform. The Cambridge Analytica scandal, which saw Facebook user data gathered supposedly for academic purposes, but instead used by a private firm for political campaigning, created an opportunity for positive change. But Facebook sadly appears to be making its platform more opaque, more unknown, and unaccountable to the public. Once apps like NetViz are gone, there will be no accessible way of gathering large amounts of public page Facebook data. Facebook offers only highly restrictive search options for normal users. It has started new initiatives to offer access to its data for scholarly research, but these are dependent on a hand-picked group of scholars who define the research agenda. Without broader access for other researchers, the social, academic, and political consequences are dark. NetViz offers users the ability to extract basic data from public Facebook pages, such as the content and frequency of posts, their likes, shares, and comments. This can only be used to analyze what users are discussing, how they feel about certain things, or how they respond to certain content. And this can feed into studies on a huge range of important topics, such as how fake news spreads, or how social media can affect young people's mental health. NetViz is an internal app within Facebook that uses the social network's Graph API, its application programming interface. This is a piece of software that provides access to data. NetViz then organizes this data into a spreadsheet format that can be easily read by anyone. Importantly, it does not gather personal data on users, but Facebook's API is becoming a closed system, meaning that this basic public data is becoming impossible to access. This is threatening our knowledge of the world. Without access to user data in this way, it will be a lot harder to spot patterns in what users are doing and saying on Facebook. In response, NetViz's creator, Bernhard Reider of the University of Amsterdam said, quote, "Academic research is set to be funneled into new institutional forms that offer Facebook more control than other API-based data access." He added, independent research of a 2 billion plus user platform just got a lot harder. This isn't just a headache for thousands of academics worldwide. Given the growing influence Facebook has had over political debate and behavioral trends, it means that the public could be denied important information that is vital to protecting democracy, our social relationships, and even understanding public health. For example, my own research into British political parties' campaigns on Facebook is set to become much more difficult. Without apps like NetViz offering a gateway to extract public political content, messages sent to voters during elections will be too discreet to investigate. In this way, society's capacity to question what political parties are doing is being curtailed, and it's being curtailed by Facebook. This understandably undermines democratic accountability and our power to understand politics on social media. The questionable use of Facebook data by academic researchers and political campaigners in the Cambridge Analytica scandal highlights the need for new privacy and security measures. But Facebook has already successfully altered API access over the last few years, preventing further personal data from being gathered in the manner of Cambridge Analytica. All while doing this, they have allowed public research on public data to continue. Facebook had previously struck the perfect balance between privacy and access, but the company now appears to be building a wall around its data, not just to protect users, but also to protect itself. In doing so, Facebook is also protecting the powerful. curtailing our ability to scrutinize and question the influence of politicians, corporations, and others with the money to spend on large advertising campaigns. By prioritizing privacy over transparency, Facebook is setting up a potential ban on this knowledge. A legal framework is needed to guarantee Facebook users and researchers at least some access to API data for public pages, especially for those of national interest, such as those of political parties, media organizations, and government bodies. Facebook must go further than its current restrictive plans and open its data to help promote research and democratic accountability. It is still possible for Facebook to rethink its data policy in a way that respects individual privacy and limits the potential for data misuse, but that also promotes transparency, accountability, and independent research. If Facebook does not alter its course, it will catastrophically undermine our ability not only to understand the social network machine, but also the entire political and social order that the internet has created.